Yo, what's up? My name is Izzuddin Osman, and today in this tutorial I will show you guys out there how to import your AutoCAD 3D design into 3D Studio Max. And currently I'm using AutoCAD 2015, alright, as my software, and currently also I'm using my 3D Studio Max 2015, right? Okay, so you can see that I've created all the completely created the house design, including the rooftop, the bedroom window, the porch with the pillars and everything, the door, and even the steps, right? This is the French window area. So I've created some dimensioning also in this AutoCAD 3D design, which I will further export it, right? Export it to 3D Studio Max. So you can see that I'm using my workspace setting, 3D modeling, right? Okay. So I'm gonna save this file first. Click File, Save. As you can see, I'm saving this file, right? Using DWG format, so I did not export it to any kind of format. So I'll maintain using my AutoCAD 2013 drawing.dwg file format, and I will save this. Okay, so I have saved this file in .dwg format, and I'm going to close this file. Okay, and I will open up my 3D Max. Okay, as you can see that I have already imported my 3D model inside. Okay, so I've also material and texture this particular model using 3D Studio Max material editor, right? So I'm going to click this compact material editor, which I've created this particular material earlier, right? So to save up time, of course, and I've created for the roof green, for the gray element, for the tiles, for the glass, and for the V-ray lights, including the wood texture. So the question is how to import this AutoCAD 3D model. The answer is simple. By just clicking this file, click Import, choose your particular file which you're gonna import, right? Okay, and just double click it and click OK. So there you go. That is my newly imported AutoCAD 3D model, right? Located in this region, right? Okay. Using 3D Studio Max to material texture your model is particularly very simple. So you just go to rendering, go to material editor, compact, and set up your swatch material individually. So I've set for my roof green, my gray element for my molding work under my roof, my gray color, this is for my foundation color, this is for my porch tile, this is for my glass, for my window, this is for my V-ray lights, which I'm gonna put in the porch area, and this is the wood texture for my frame and for my door, and this is the grass for the environment, this is the blue light, right? This is another roof green, this is the chrome steel to material my doorknob, this is the bright gray, actually this one is bright blue color, alright, for to material my wall, to texture my wall. So let's say you want to material this, right? Fairly simple. So you just open up your material editor and you just go ahead and click on any material. Let's say this one is the roof green, and drag it over to your rooftop. So this is another kind of roof material. So this one I'll take another one and drag to on another rooftop, right? Just like that. And let's see if I want to material this porch tile. So I just click on the swatch, click it, click and drag it to the porch tile area, right? And there you go. Okay, so if I want to texture the door, I just click on the door texture, which is wood material, click on it and drag it on your particular door. So using 3D Studio Max is very easy to actually apply all your material texture and to further V-Ray render your particular object. So I'm gonna actually delete this particular house first. I'm just gonna use my currently imported house design, right? So I'm just gonna delete out this, go back to perspective, go to orbit, and orbit this. So I'm gonna V-Ray render this, right? Okay, so I'm gonna click rendering, right? Rendering, and then go to render setup. You gotta make sure that V-Ray software or V-Ray plugin is installed to your system, and you got to change your renderer under assign renderer. Click on it and change the production to V-Ray ADV or V-Ray Advanced, of course, and you can click on it and go ahead and render it now. Just that it'll take some time to render, so to save up time, right, I'm just going to show you the images that I have rendered using V-Ray. Alright, so these are the images. So this is house render number 3, right? So you can see it looks great, right? It looks very realistic using V-Ray rendering, right? You can even see the light is glowing, alright, on the porch. And you can see that the rooftop looks really great, the grass looks really fine, looks really realistic. And I'll just go back, just go ahead and change to another rendering. Alright, so you can see now how V-Ray actually renders your 3D Studio Max model. Very realistic, no doubt about that. Okay, I guess just a reminder, right? If you want to render this in V-Ray, you have to make sure you have installed the V-Ray software plugin initially before you actually launch this 3D Studio Max software, and click rendering render setup and go down below to the bottom function, click assign renderer, and make sure your production is V-Ray, not default. Alright, so this concludes my AutoCAD and 3D Max tutorial on how to material texture your model and how to V-Ray render it using 3D Studio Max. And I'm just gonna add something in this tutorial that if you want to material anything, right, you can also use AutoCAD to do it. It's just that when you use 3D Studio Max, it's much faster and it is much more realistic. Thank you very much.